Stuff from the vault, behind the scenes stories from the music business, and more. Brought to you by My Social Media USA and Edge City Design, featuring George Lubin. Episode number 7, TV decisions before VCRs. See, back in the day, you youngins don't know about this, but we used to get the TV guide. And the TV guide would usually come like on a Thursday, and it ran from Saturday till the following Friday. And you went through the TV guide because you had to know what was coming on. You had to plan what you were going to watch because you didn't have a VCR. You couldn't tape something. And, you know, back then, like at Christmas time, if you missed, Charlie Brown Christmas, you cried because you couldn't see it again for a year. And all your friends would be talking about it at school the next day, and you missed it. I missed Charlie Brown. Now, of course, our kids, they had it on VHS and then DVD, and now it's just streams, from whatever service you have, or you bought it and it's in a cloud somewhere. But so the first thing I always did with the TV guide was I went through the sports and specials. I don't know how clear this is, to see what was going to be on the wide world of sports and what baseball games or football games, depending on the time of the year. And then they had pages and pages of movies, all the movies that were coming up for the week, and you could go through and plan them. This is a 1973. This is April 1973. This TV guide. So let's take a quick look at a Saturday morning. And then these were the agonizing, gut-wrenching decisions we had to make. Hey, Robert, at 7:30 in the morning, you had Davy and Goliath. So, yeah, I'd be up by 7:30 on a Saturday. But 8 o'clock, this is when life gets hard because you had Bugs Bunny on Channel 2, you had Hound Cats on Channel 4, and you had HR Puffin Stuff, HR on Channel 7. You could only pick one of them, and you couldn't tape it. You couldn't go back. You picked what you were going to watch, and you were stuck. We also didn't have remote, so if you got it to change the channel, and you had a cat or a dog or whatever, and they sat on your lap, then you were kind of stuck there. You were staying there for a little bit. 8:30, you had Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Roman Holidays, which I honestly don't remember, but it says it was a cartoon, and then Bugs Bunny again. So if you mixed Bugs Bunny at 8, you could watch them at 8:30. But again, see, this is what you had to be strategic with your TV guide. 9 o'clock, Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan, the Jetsons, Doctari, which is an hour long. That was always a problem. And Sesame Street. But if you chose Doctari, which was a cool show, then you couldn't watch the Pink Panther because he came on half an hour later. And so there again, you got to decide, am I watching Doctari or am I watching Pink Panther? 10 o'clock is Underdog, can't miss Underdog. And then the Electric Company actually came on after Sesame Street in 1973. 10:30, we're up to Josie and the Pussycats, the Barkleys, and the Brady Kids cartoon. I don't like any of those, but what are you going to do? And then 11 o'clock, you had the Flintstones, but you also had Soul Train and Bewitched. So here again, you got to make a decision. But 11:30, man, the roller derby. You can't miss the roller derby, watching all those people kill each other. So, it was fun, but it was also funny. 12:30, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. I can't see this when I hold it. I'm sorry about that. I got to get a better system for showing you pictures. But this is how you got through it. You made your decision. You had to pick everything in advance. And let's go to actually a school day, even though this is April. So we could have had our Easter break this week, potentially. But let me get to a Monday morning just to see. All right, so Monday morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, you had Superheroes and Maggie and the Beautiful Machine. If anybody remembers those, type something or share a link or something, because I don't remember Maggie and the Beautiful Machine. 7:30 is the Flintstones on Channel 5 or the Little Rascals on Channel 11. Who are you going with? Somebody write what you would pick, the Little Rascals or the Flintstones. 8 o'clock is Captain Kangaroo for an hour. So there again, you're stuck. You can't watch anything at 8:30. Also at 8 o'clock, you have Bugs Bunny, but at 8:30, you have The Flying Nun and The Real McCoys and the new Zoo Review coming right at you. See, I remember the theme songs because I'm an idiot. My mom used to get so mad at me when I was a kid because I would, at school, I couldn't remember, I was supposed to memorize something, whatever, I couldn't remember. But I could sing every stupid theme song of every television show I've ever seen in my life. And half the pretty much not half, really, every album I owned, I knew all the words to. So, that's me. So we're on a Monday morning. Green Acres is on at 9 o'clock. I would have watched Green Acres. There's nothing else there I would have wanted to see. John Bartholomew Tucker, who's that? And a show called Not for Women Only. So, yeah, I definitely watched Green Acres on that one. And Joe Franklin was on. 9:10 was Jack LaLanne. Not sure why it started at 10 after, but there you go. 9:30, Truth or Consequences, or The Mothers-in-Law. 10 o'clock, I Love Lucy. I think I Love Lucy was on a lot, 10:30, Hazel. 11 o'clock, you're starting to have to make decisions again. Sale of the Century, Andy Griffith, or Gomer Pyle. And then 11:30, now here you go, man. Now you got it tough. The Hollywood Squares or Bewitched. Now for me, if Paul Lynde was on Bewitched as Uncle Arthur, I was watching Bewitched. If not, I was watching the Hollywood Squares to see him in Center Square. 12 o'clock, you have Password or Father Knows Best, or if you're into soap operas, The Young and the Restless. Oh, and Jeopardy was on too at noon. 12:30, Search for Tomorrow, Who, What, or Where was a game. I don't remember. Split Second was a game, and The Galloping Gourmet. My mom used to always put The Galloping Gourmet on, so if we were home, I didn't get a choice when he was on. She watched him. And let's see what was primed. Actually, no, let's get to the afternoon after school. 2:30. 2 o'clock is Get Smart. See, now I wasn't home by then. That's just unfair. Max uncovers the chaos plot, but he has trouble remembering how the evil deed is to be done. There you go. Nanny and the Professor was on at 2:30, and The Dating Game. If I was with my cousins, they watched The Dating Game, but I think I probably watched Nanny and the Professor. That's kind of embarrassing, but what are you going to do? I was a kid. I was 12. 3 o'clock, Candid Camera was great, but you had Casper to choose from as well. 3:30, Huckleberry Hound and the Beverly Hillbillies and McGill Gorilla. See, now there, how are you going to pick from those? That's just too tough of a decision. And 4 o'clock, Love American Style, and Bugs Bunny's on again. You have the 4:30 movie. Or, no, that's not the wrong theme song. That was Love American Style. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to post the Love American Style theme if I can find it. I'll put it in the comments later. And Lost in Space, Batman, Flintstones, I Love Lucy at 6:30, Gilligan's Island on at 6. They're about to get off the island when Gilligan makes a mistake and screws up their plan again. Right? That's every episode. And then you have 7 o'clock, Andy Griffith, The Avengers, I Dream of Jeannie. 8 o'clock, wow, 8 o'clock, Monday night, Gunsmoke, Ronan Martin's Laughing, and The Rookies. Remember The Rookies? That was a cool show. And you had The Twilight Zone on at 8 o'clock. See, we needed VCRs back in the day. 8:30 was Get Smart in prime time. 9 o'clock is Here's Lucy. So that was kind of our we had it rough, man. I don't care what anybody says. It was, you had to pick, you had to read the TV guide, you had to plan your whole thing out. So that's my silliness for the night. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon. Brought to you by My Social Media USA and Edge City Design, featuring George Lubis, stuffromthevault.com.